2 years ago, I uploaded my first ever YouTube video. I was nervous, I had a lot of nervous energy. It got about 25 views, and now I have nearly 2,000 subscribers and something I never ever expected: confidence. The terrified beginning. I'm going to show a clip of my first ever video, and I had to watch it to find the clip, download it again, and even I can say that I've improved. So I'll pop it up now. Just a little clip. The thought of doing this sort of terrifies me, but then also the more I do it, I'm hoping it will get easier and it will help me to become a little bit more confident. Did I look scared? Did I look nervous? There was a lot of ums. I still everyone ums. That's fine. You're human, you're going to My idea, the reason why I started my channel the main reason was to push myself out of my comfort zone, boost my confidence and my self-esteem, which were really low. I also was quite lonely at the time, I think, and I just needed to talk to people, but about something I was really passionate about and really interested in. So that was a big thing for me. And also I would tend to start projects and not finish them, and it was a good way to kind of make myself finish projects as well. And I've got a very creative, scattered mind, and it helped me focus my mind on the creativity as well. It had somewhere to go, because I would be making things and showing people, oh, look what I've made, and people would say, oh, why have you made that? And I wouldn't know I've made it, just because it was fun, I guess. So yeah, they were the main reasons. And also I didn't watch a lot of YouTube channels this kind of style, but I did watch a few, and I was watching thinking, oh, I kept watching it, oh, I'd love to do that. And then there's a little voice in my head saying, well, why don't you do it then? If you would love to do it, just do it. And I think it was that voice that went on for about 5 months in my head. Not constantly, it would just pop up occasionally, which made me make the decision. And I remember saying to my little niece, May, she's not little now, she's a teenager, asking her about what editing software to use, just a free one. So she said, oh, try CapCut. Well, I still use CapCut because it's really easy to use. And I said, oh, I think I'll do it. And I downloaded it. And I think it was then where I thought, I'm just going to do it. And I just did it. And it wasn't the best video in the world. However, it got some comment. I think it did get a comment. My second video got comments. I think the first one, but it got about 25 views. And I thought, wow, people have watched me. I can't believe it. Because you just think nobody at all is going to watch. So to me, 25 views was like, wow, that's amazing. And then I remember getting my first comment from lovely Linda from her own channel. She's got Joy of Things is her channel, and she left my first ever, and I've mentioned this lots about how grateful I am to her for the first ever comment, because it really boosted me on it and kept me going, knowing that an actual person who'd left a comment was watching. So ever since, all the comments really mean a lot to me, and I feel like, especially a lot of the people who've been commenting a long time, or they take the time to comment regularly, although obviously I appreciate every comment, I just feel like people are friends, because you just comment and it's like a weekly catch up with people, and then you tell me things about yourselves, and I like that two-wayness, which I don't think is a word, but the two-wayness, that I'm connected with you, you're connected with me because you can see me, but I'm connected through you in the comments as well. So that definitely kept me going. Plus, I think it kept my mind occupied. I'm a bit of a worrier, so it kept my mind occupied on this, and I feel like I was doing something that I really enjoy. It's fun. I like the whole process. I would be doing it if I didn't have to pay my mortgage with my main job. I would do this all the time. I would easily do this all the time. And if I was younger, I would definitely be trying to make a career out of sort of sewing, this kind of thing somehow. I kind of feel like I'm past the boat a bit now, and I've got to pay my mortgage, and it's too risky I wouldn't like to stop working and do this or anything like that. So I will just continue and fit it in around my other job, but I love it so much I would be happy to do it all the time. That's what I would say. I think about it all the time. I'm planning all the time, and yeah, I do love it. I've got some notes here. Oh, I've got some fun fact. I'll put some fun facts in. I have had 157,000 views, total views, the whole time I've been on there. That's a lot, isn't it? That's more than 25. So that's the whole thing, though, the whole 2 years. And in the highest subscribers in March 2024, I got 523 new subscribers. So something must have, I think it was my emotional support video. I did an emotional support elephant, and I think it was that video. Everyone was making knitted chickens, and I made an emotional support. It was random elephant, and everyone thought of a name. I asked everyone to think of a name for it. I made a lot of toys to begin with, but then I literally burnt myself out with making toys, and I do occasionally make them, but it's not my main thing now. Another positive, or that kept me going, is it's made me realise the things I really enjoy the most. I'll go through the negatives a bit later, but yeah, it's made me realise the things that I really like making and creating the most. Breakthrough moments. That sounds important, doesn't it? Breakthrough moments. These are more things, and if you've been watching for a long time, there might be some things that you remember. So they are more, sometimes they're a bit because I've got a few more views, but a lot of them are just things that I remember really well. They're like really nice moments. So they're not in any order or anything. But I did some vlogs. First of all, my vlogs. I really wanted to do vlogs. I could see other people doing vlogs. I thought, yeah, I'd love to do that. And then I realised, and I'm sure you're going to know it's going to be about the bins, I just don't do anything. I'm either at work, sewing, or it just felt like, it's not like I'm out and about ever. I don't really, one video was literally going out to get, it was bin day, and I just had this chat about, oh, it's the bin day today, so I've got to go out and put the bin out. And then everyone in the comments, there was so many comments about, oh, it's my blue bin today, oh, it's my black bin, oh, we have these amount of bins, and I had just really fun chat about bins. So it was a bit of a joke within the channel about bins. So yeah, my vlogs, I possibly wouldn't do vlogs again. Not that style. I'd maybe do a sewing vlog. Like now I do more of the kind of, I'm going to be making this today, I think, or I'll get a bunch of fabric and what should we make with this today, and I'll film myself, thought process, creative process as I'm making it, and there'll be something at the end. And I never know what I'm going to get at the end. Generally, I haven't planned it myself, so I don't really know. So I like making those ones, but definitely not sitting there chatting about the bins. Although people did, I know some people did enjoy them. And I made lavender bunny. That was a vlog. I made lavender bunny, and I went through all my top tips that I'd learned, because I'd made a lot of animals, about making toys. So that was really good. And then we gave her away as a prize at the end, and that was really lovely as well. I really enjoyed doing that. I'll probably do a prize or something again at some point, because I like doing the little giveaway. Maybe if I get to 2,000, I'm about 15 or something away from 2,000, so maybe I'll do a 2,000 giveaway. I don't know, but I find stuff like, because it's nice to give back. I get so much from doing this channel, so it's nice to give something back as well. The emotional support elephant, and that was really popular. I think I did get emotional in that video. I don't know whether why that was quite popular. Something I've learned that, which I didn't really expect, I thought I would just come on and just say, I've made this, which I did do at the beginning. But then you do get more comfortable and you start talking about yourself and how you're feeling and your own emotions and everything. And then you get the supportive comments back, and people support each other in the comments as well. And I think it's a really nice space for that. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. I've always kept it in my mind for it not to be like a low place. Like I'm naturally upbeat, even if things are not very good in my life. I am a positive, bubbly, happy sort of person. That is how I am. So it's not like I'm faking it. But on the other hand, if I'm really gloomy, I wouldn't be gloomy the whole video, because I think people probably a lot of the time watch YouTube as a way, not everybody or not all the time, but to kind of keep your mind away from your own things that might be happening, or it's like you want it to be a positive thing. And like I said, it's not me I'm not ignoring things that are happening that might be negative. I'm just not going on about them a lot. But I'm also I'm also openly emotional or vulnerable, or if I'm anxious, because I'm a very sort of anxious person. I'm not very good at processing my or regulating my emotions. So I'm quite I cry all the time. I'm a very cryy person. Even if I'm happy, I cry. So I think it's okay to share that. And I think in the emotional support elephant one, I think I was overwhelmed by a lot. I think I'd got a massive comments that were all really nice. And in real life, because I sent it I can't remember, someone I was talking to about it, and I said, you don't always get all these people saying nice things to you. People aren't mean to you, but you don't get people saying positive things to boost you up. And I think that's why it's really nice to get the positivity and it does boost my confidence as well. So I can't remember where I was going. I've got a list here because I've got sections, and I'm trying to make this quite, not snappy, that's the wrong word, but structured for this video, because I want to make sure there's certain things I want to say. So I have planned it out. I don't normally I waffle on. I'm still waffling on, actually. So I know what I was talking about. Some of the episodes that were kind of popular or memorable, and I've thought of the other one, the Lovely Men fabric. I'm sure everyone who watched me for a long time will remember the Lovely Men. I made the Don bag and it started because I'd got some fabric with some men who were camping, and I've got a tiny bit of the fabric left, and they were, let's just say they were camping. It must have been really warm because they didn't have a lot of clothes on. They had the tops off and that kind of thing, and they had the rucksacks on the back with no top. And anyway, I just did this recording, and I was just talking about them all, but it was really funny, and I think it just sort of, the people liked it and thought it was funny, and I thought it was funny. It's my sense of humour, so I thought it was funny, and it's one of those things that we kept mentioning every now and again. So I haven't forgotten the Lovely Men. But sadly, I haven't got any. No, I don't think I've got any. There may be one man, like a little bit of him or something, but I haven't got much of the fabric left at all, sadly. But that was fun. Let's go on to the next section, should we? Community magic. So I've mentioned a lot about your comments and how much they mean to me, and I think you and I hear other YouTube people say it as well, how much we appreciate the comments. And it does, honestly. Obviously you appreciate everyone watching and liking. If you've never commented, doesn't mean you don't appreciate the person, of course not, but with the comments it's just really nice because there's real people out there watching, and it's just lovely to know what people think. That's just such a nice part of it, and that's definitely helped with my comments. And I think as a channel I seem to have a lot of loyal viewers who keep coming back, so that's really nice as well. And I've right from the beginning, really, and I have changed a lot. Like, I don't crochet or knit or do anything like that on the channel anymore. Sometimes I might mention a little bit of crochet, but it is mainly sewing now. So I'm sure probably I've lost some people along the way, and that's fine, because you have to sort of evolve and everything, and do what you're passionate about and what you've got the time to do. So, and I understand that, but I do generally seem to think I've got a lot of genuine, loyal people who, not genuine, well, you are genuine, but loyal. So I'm trying to say a lot of loyal viewers who come back week after week. So that's really, really lovely. I really appreciate that as well. And also, this was unexpected, when other YouTube people mention you. So I didn't even think about this at all, but I'll mention a few people. Not everyone who's mentioned me, because there might be people who've mentioned me but I've forgotten, but I've got a little list of people who have. And the first one was so sweet, Samuel. So Lindsay, if you're watching, thank you, because that was the first time anyone mentioned me, and then I got a few new subscribers from that as well, and that I couldn't believe it. I think I watched it about 4 times. Someone's mentioned me. And then they were saying really nice things about me as well. It's just, you can't believe it. And Helen from Mousy Makes podcast also mentioned me, so lovely Helen. And I got a lot of subscribers from that as well. And Penelope's Chinwag, lovely Penny's mentioned me as well. She made a bag similar to the one that I'd made, and that was really lovely. And they're all people that I watch and admire as well. And also lovely Rachel from Stitch with Rachel, who I love, and she's got the same sense of humour as me. She's really funny. And I do remember the first time Rachel commented, and because I didn't know she watched me or anything, and then I was like, I can't believe Rachel's watched me. It's just really exciting. And yeah, just again boosting one's confidence. Turning the page now, we're on to personal transformation, and how it's affected me. So I think I've definitely achieved my goal of becoming more confident because of the comments, because I guess I've got better at it, and you just get used to. In normal life, I wouldn't talk this much. I'm quite a quiet person. I don't. If I'm out somewhere, I'll sit on one of those ones sitting in the corner with a book if I can, or some sewing or something. I'm not a big out sort of conversationalist in real life, so I think it's really good for me to just talk lots, get used to the sound of my own voice, and that has helped me outside of this. But I'm still quite socially awkward, to be honest. I put that's just how I am, but it has helped because when I'm talking to you, I don't panic about what I've said afterwards. I just say it and you're all supportive. But in real life, I'll tend to say something and I think, oh, that was the wrong thing, or should I say that, or that kind of thing. But I don't do that on here. So that's really nice because I can just be my authentic self, how I would be if I wasn't socially awkward. So that's good. I think consistently making the videos, I think I've uploaded nearly most weeks, has changed my opinion of myself, because I didn't think I'd ever stick to anything like that. I'm very much a, oh, let's learn this and learn everything about it and I love this, and then I'll kind of burn myself out and I'll do something else. So I've just kept with this and I've kept doing it and got better at it, and that's made me feel better about myself, that I can stick to something and I can enjoy something and feel confident doing it. Also, and I've mentioned this in a video a long time ago, I mentioned this, I don't feel that the arts or creativity or sewing is seen as a good skill to have. I mean, sports people, yes. Good at sewing, no. I don't think it's seen, I mean, it isn't within ourselves, in our community, but outside of that, I don't necessarily think it's something that's seen as something like an amazing skill to have, which is sad. I think it should be. Boosting myself up here. I'd be interested in what other people think about that. Do we think it's seen of as something, especially career-wise? I mean, difficult to have a career out of when you're good at something like sewing, isn't it? It's better now because people can do it with social media. I think it's been a massively positive thing for it, but I don't know, maybe it's just my perception of it, but I'd be interested to know what other people think. I have learned so many new skills: editing videos, filming, emptying the bin. I wasn't a big pattern follower to begin with, but making all the animals, I did get used to following patterns, because I would start the pattern and then just go off on my own tangent and just think, oh, I'll just do it like this. Even now, I kind of like making up things as I go along rather than following a pattern. But I've learned how to follow patterns. That's something I've learned. My sewing has improved massively. And again, that's happened slowly. So I don't think I realise how much it has improved. I've learned that some things are more difficult and I have to practice, because I think I'm naturally good at sewing. But some parts of it, like quilting and the binding and that sort of thing, there's an knack to it. You have to practice it. I can't just automatically do it. Whereas a lot of things, I think because it's something I'm naturally good at, I can just do it without really practicing. But there are parts of it I've learned I have to practice and take my time. That's been a massive thing, take my time. I'm a rush person. Get it done. Rush to the end. But I've learned, especially with English paper piecing and embroidery, enjoy the process. And I'm going to be honest, when I get towards the end of a process, when I get to the end of a project, I'm in a little bit of a rush to finish it, and I will speed up a little bit. But generally, I will take my time. I'm doing the block of the month English paper piecing quilt, so that's taking a lot of time. So I have to enjoy the process. I can't rush and get that finished. So yeah, a lot of things I've learned, and I've learned a lot about myself as well. And next we have the negatives. This is a small list. There isn't a lot on here. Trying to fit it all around my work is quite hard. I do manage it. Sometimes time is an issue, and sometimes I need to push myself to do other things, because I would be doing this all the time, like I said, and I need to go out and go for a walk and do that kind of thing, do the housework, dusting. I'll put other things off because I really enjoy doing this, and I'm doing this instead. And I have set up a second channel kind of to help with this, called Lilly and the Sea. There's nothing on it yet, but I'm going to be uploading, not every week like this, and this will stay the same, but it's just another channel where I can do my beach combing and my sea glass collecting and sea pottery and walking on the beach. It will be a bit vloggy style, but no bins. And that's a bit of a way, because if I feel like making a video, I think, right, go out there, and like it'll make me go out and do something. And I like that aspect as well. And I know a lot of people enjoyed the beach things, but they don't always mix well with this kind of video. It's hard to mix them. So, and not everybody is interested in the beach kind of thing. So I thought, well, if I do a second channel, then that's a good way to do that. So obviously keep it separately. The thumbs down. I still get thumbs down. Not every episode. Most episodes I get 1 thumbs down. And lovely Penny, your words have stuck with me, who I think it was Pete who said it to you. It is just, it's very close. I say it to Neil. I said, oh, I've got a thumbs down. And we say, it's very close. The thumbs down button is very close to the thumbs up button. It's probably an accident. And a lot of you have said in the comments, but it's an accident probably. But I think some people probably do it because they think, oh no, I don't like this style of videos. It's not like, oh, I really don't like Lily, this is rubbish, thumbs down. Or it's someone being mean and you think, oh, is someone looking for me? Oh, a video's popped up, I don't like her, let's give it a thumb down. I don't think it is that. But it is a bit sad. So that's a negative, but it's not a massive one. I've got used to it and I try not to look. No one else can see them, just you can see it yourself, and you have like your YouTube studio where you can see all the way your comments appear, and I can reply to them, and I can see how many views I've had and all that kind of thing. And if you go to a certain section, you can see a thumbs down. The negative, kind of negative I found hard is focusing on one kind of content. I wanted to please everybody, and it was about Christmas time where I thought, well, I'm going to try and knit, I'm going to do this, and I felt I wanted to please every video and every viewer and everything they were interested in, and I just couldn't do that, and I just thought no, and I got really overwhelmed with it and a bit, not down about it, but a bit, it all got too much, and I thought I can't do everything. So then I thought, what do I enjoy doing the most? And I had to really focus, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to, do it well and just focus on this. And then I haven't got it's like I was doing a lot of things, but not very well, rather than one thing really well and really enjoying it. So I was making animals and sort of rushing them and just to get them done for the videos. And I didn't want to be like that. And the last sort of couple of months before I made the decision to just do one type of content, it was a bit like that. Wasn't enjoying it quite so much. So I decided to just focus on English paper piecing and embroidery and smaller projects. And I am doing quilt making as well. So I'm really into making quilts. So I'm doing a little bit of that. But that sort of incorporates the embroidery and the English paper piecing as well. So they're the only negatives I can think of. So that's not bad, is it? Looking forward to the future and gratitude. I have a lot more videos planned and projects, and I've got a couple over there which you can't see. So I've got definitely going to continue with English paper piecing, and I've got some nice autumn English paper piecing projects as well. So I'm going to try and focus on some seasonal things as well with the English paper piecing, to do with the things we can make and the colours and some ideas. So I've got that sort of thing as well. And couple of ideas for quilts as well, and yeah, just carry on as I am, carry on enjoying it, and I hope you carry on enjoying it as well. I hope this hasn't, I feel like it's one of those videos where I really wanted to make it and I thought it'd be interesting, but now I'm thinking it's really self-indulgent. I'm just talking about myself the whole time. So I hope it's been okay. If you have a creative dream, something you want to do, just go for it. And that was what my lovely nanny said to me, just go for it. And I'm going to get sad because if you've watched, you know about my nanny. But yeah, just go for it. And thank you so much for watching. I didn't want to get emotional. I'll get emotional at the end. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate all your support over the last 2 years. And I'll see you again very soon.